Hi everyone, I'm Javier Luraski. I'm a software engineer, and in 2021 I decided to leave my job to make artificial intelligence more accessible. So in this video I'm going to explain you why, how, and how you can help me. First of all, why? So there's three problems that I'm very passionate about that I want to solve this year, or at least start solving. The first one is that automation is like a huge movement that is starting with technologies like robotics and artificial intelligence, and it's going to displace a lot of jobs. And I believe that artificial intelligence can be the solution by making it available to people for them to actually grow their skills, grow their business, and grow their wealth. The second one, I'm interested in exploring how to actually make a company that is truly happy, where it doesn't rely as much on concepts like hierarchies, which Robert Sapolsky has argued that create a lot of stress. And third one is artificial intelligence is like a huge opportunity. Kathy Wood from ARK Invest believes that it could be a $30 trillion opportunity. So there's no reason for us to be part of this. But how? And this is exactly where the project that I'm starting kind of like comes into. I want to believe an application that is cross-platform that anyone can use from their tablets, mobile, desktop, and web, that basically allows us to use artificial intelligence. Let me give you a quick recap of what I did on the last 30 days. I started by building kind of like a boilerplate application. Then I moved to sketching the user interface, creating a couple 3D charts with D3, and adding support for a table view. And then I moved on day 4 and 5 to actually integrate that into the iPad application. Then I started figuring out how to do web scraping, which happens to be pretty important when retrieving data from the web. I created a prototype to kind of like scrape the web, and then I integrated that into the application and service for us to very easily scrape data. After that, I started thinking on how to manage data sets and integrating the data sets with the web scraping application to be able to extract data with ease. Then I figured out that some users might be more advanced and might want to use actual code to make changes in their application. And so we added support for that, and also support for adding data transformations, which happen to be pretty common when analyzing data. Then again, the work continued with data, and eventually we also added support to modify those data blocks with code for those more advanced users. We then started working on visualizations, which again can be customized by code. And the first visualization that we provided was a scatter plot with support for customizing colors and sizes and why not. We then moved into creating a bubble-based visualization and also a word chart. And after that, we kind of like figured out that there was a simpler concept to put all this together called a pipeline. And we started sketching the user interface from that until we realized that it was like a great idea to just have a pattern to protect ourselves in case things go really wrong. And we found out that there's something called a provisional patent application, which is meant for little guys like us that don't have the resources to file a full patent. So we did that. We then keep making improvements on the pipeline view to support more visualizations, and kind of like in retrospect, we figure out exactly why we were working on this problem. And finally, we added support for a very nice looking layout using the golden ratio to kind of like make these visualizations look really nice when there's multiple ones. And this brings us to today. I want to do a quick demo of how the product is going to work. There's still a lot of work involved in this project to add support to do artificial intelligence predictions and training with tools like deep learning and models like LSTMs and why not. But what I need from you is kind of like take a look at this product, very early product. And if you think that this is interesting or might be compelling to you, to please subscribe for updates for a future coming alpha release. So let's take a look at the problem. So everyone has been talking about GameStop this week, right? And mostly because GameStop, the stock, has been heavily shorted. And this is public information that you can find. One of the places where you can find which are the most shorted companies is highshortinterest.com. So you can see here that we have the data, but it's not that easy to understand. It's like, well, it's there. What does that really mean? So let's just jump to our application and kind of like preview this website. And then all we have to do to extract this information is kind of like just give it a click to the table that we want to extract, which is now extracting. And then we can import that data. As you can see, we have it all here, and we can do some visualization. So for instance, in this case, perhaps a bubble chart is the correct way of thinking of this particular data set. So we're gonna switch that, but we could switch a few other ones. And we're gonna drag the ticker, which tells us which companies are being shorted, and we're gonna use the short interest as the size of the bubble. And again, with a few clicks, look at that. We can see now that obviously GameStop is one of the most shorted stocks, but also we have SPC, which I believe is one and pretty common stock that has been talked about a lot in Wall Street Bets as well. Same for AMC and a few others. Yeah, so the idea is that, with very simple clicks and just drag and drop, you're going to be able to construct AI workflows, even though we've only seen visualizations. And what I need from you is, if this looks interested and is something that you would be willing to pay small monthly fee to use, I need you to just subscribe to our notifications on our alpha release on the webpage hal9.com. Thank you so much. Hope this is useful, and see you around.